Hey everybody, BeyondDrewTv here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Coal Creek Park. Got this one out a little bit quicker than I initially thought. I thought I was going to kind of go from building oil derrick back here, which you can see going off there. And I thought I was going to kind of jump into either Lunawood or Green Hills Zoo right away, but Hardpunk Core wanted to spend some more time in Lunawood finishing up his build there, and that's fine because between you and me, I have no inspiration right now for that park, but I will. I promise I will. It always happens. And then Green Hill Zoo, kind of the same thing happened. I think it was really a case of maybe not so much no inspiration, but more so I had all the inspiration for Coal Creek Park here, and basically right from the last episode ending, I just kind of kept playing in Coal Creek. I was streaming it all this last week as well, and yeah, I'm really excited to show off the new addition. Some of you may have seen it on my Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit there, but we went ahead and let's start panning forward here a little bit and kind of expanded this area next to Oil Derrick that I was hinting at last time, and you can start to see we went ahead and put in a new roller coaster for the park, and it is a Skyrocket 2 model. Now, those of you that maybe aren't as familiar with maybe real life theme parks or roller coaster models or anything, this coaster is a real coaster that you can go on in in real parks and stuff. The most notable one I think that's coming up here soon is going to be, is it Tigris at at Busch Gardens Tampa there. But yeah, these are basically off-the-shelf pre-built coasters, so they're usually kind of on the cheaper side, cheaper because it's still a couple $1 million obviously. And they take up a very small area, as you can see as well, so they're really nice for parks to kind of get again in theme park standards, kind of a cheaper kind of coaster that takes up very little room. So yeah, here we are with this here. Now, I did not build this exact model here. This was done originally by Intamin on the blueprint on the workshop there, and I'll definitely link that below. And then we're going to be using this model in Lunawood as well. So Hardpunk Core went through and he adjusted some of the lappings and I think the friction and just the ride times and stuff, just to make it, tweak it a little bit to make it work out a little bit better. So then I took that and brought it into Coal Creek because I was like, that's perfect. It takes up the exact amount of room that's been sitting here this whole time. So it worked out really well. What I did to it was I recolored the entire track. I recolored and redid some of the supports here as well to kind of fit with our station and everything like that. So yeah, so again, if you are interested in the original blueprint for it that was done by Intamin there, I will have that linked down below. I'm not going to upload this version on there because again, I didn't build the original track, but I did kind of retheme it to fit the area at most. So but anyways, without further ado there, let's head down this way to kind of get to our guest level here. You know, I like to show it off more so at guest level. So here we are just about there. So let's go ahead and cross over our newly done up bridge here a little bit. Nothing too special about this bridge. If you've been following this series, you know I don't really like doing bridges. They can be a pain in the rear end to say the least. But so I'm pretty okay with this bridge. I feel like I might want to cover it a little bit to kind of maybe block some of these views and have more of a reveal, but I'm still kind of going back and forth on that. So in the meantime, we have just these nice little lanterns and everything kind of going across, so let's not dwell on the bridge too much there. But yeah, as you are coming across, you do get these just really cool views of, oh, I haven't told you the name, have I, of Engine 11. I went ahead and named this Engine 11, and the theme and backstory for this is that it's themed around old Western or old Colorado firefighters and just overall firefighting. So that's kind of the general theme and stuff, and that's what I was looking at with a lot of reference photos and stuff like that. So as we're coming around here, you know, obviously on the left you have Oil Derrick and everything still doing its thing. So here we are. Here's your entrance building right here to Engine 11. So there you go. I took this. I know it's not a very complicated looking building or anything like that, but I did take this off of a reference photo. I just typed in old Wild West fire houses or something like that, and it kind of came up with this little, you know, they had a bell tower on top of there. I think there would be normally a rope, obviously, attached to it, so that would be their warning system and all that. But yeah, I really liked how this little building looked there. Tried to make it look a little bit more run down and stuff like that there. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and walk through the queue here. As you come in, this is supposed to be, again, the firehouse where all the firemen would kind of hang out. I saw this in a reference photo too, where they would be able to sit around and, you know, sit around the kettle and maybe maybe make food and all that, and then you just have other random junk, because random junk in parks like this, like Wild West parks or whatever, random junk's the best. So and then as you're coming out here, you get, again, I just love the views you get of this monstrosity here, or monster. So yeah, then as you're going through the stories that you start to go into like more of a woods, but it's, you know, the woods is burned down, there's a fire. Oh no! So we have this all burned out little woods section here. Well, of course, the guests will have to sign a waiver before here for, you know, smoke asphyxiation and like getting burnt and all that fun stuff. So we just have them sign a waiver. It's okay. We cover our butts here at Coal Creek when we use really nice, you know, pyrotechnics and queue lines and stuff like that. Don't worry. So there is the queue there. We have some triggered effects. There it goes. I'll say we have some triggered effects. You know, maybe the fire started where all the dynamite and exploding barrels was. I don't know. We can't be too sure, right? I mean, that's not too obvious. But so yep, they make your way finally up to the final engine house here, or like what I'm calling it is going to be your engine house, and you kind of board your old fire engine here. Oh, the game's auto-saving. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we are. You always know when it's auto-saving. So yeah, you kind of enter into your old, rustic, abandoned kind of engine house for your firefighters and stuff like that. And then, yeah, the coaster is supposed to be kind of just the fire engine that you would go on there. So there we are. Took this from Coal Creek. Nope, we're in Coal Creek Park. Took this from Lunawood as well. I'm pretty sure Hardpoint Core built this, but I love it. The short-term storage for, you know, your flip-flops and any purses or anything like that that you need there. So, but yeah, then you kind of exit. Nothing too special about the exit. I still want to do a few more things around the exit area, but we will walk through here. Again, I really like how everything's starting to shape up. I was talking about this on stream, but a lot of times you can't really predict how things are going to start to look around the park until you build it out, and then you just start to get these natural, like really cool sight lines everywhere. You know, especially like over there, you get these really cool vistas of or views of, you know, Wolf Creek and everything over there. Eventually, when I come back, I swear one day I'm going to come over here and finish this. I will. You know, this all starts to look really neat, and you kind of I kind of do this naturally. I kind of leave open these spaces in between trees and stuff, just so you do get these natural views. So yeah, we just exit through. Have a little cage here just in case, you know, it goes underneath the coaster, so we got to make sure we protect the people. So, but that is about it over there, and I know it still looks really barren on this end of it here. I'm really waiting. I'll just do a little overviews here while I explain this. I'm still waiting. I think I mentioned this in the last episode for the April update to come out, because I really think that I'm really thinking and hoping that it's going to be some kiddie rides with and a hopeful DLC and all that fun stuff. So this whole little area I'm really just holding off on for a little bit there, to hopefully get some more kiddie rides. If not, again, I've downloaded a bunch of really awesome kiddie rides from Fisherman and Bullet Head on the workshop, and I might throw those in, and if I do, I'll definitely link those down below in that video there. But you know, overall, I really like how this little area is starting to turn out. We have these nice complementing rides here, between, you know, Oil Derrick and Engine 11 here, and then eventually you're gonna have this little kiddie area, and then I might redo the pathing and stuff over here, because I might want to fit in a restaurant or a gift shop, or maybe even more of a quick service restaurant. I was going through the park earlier and noticed that we do have a lot of like sit-down restaurants, so I think it might be time to put in like a quick service kind of restaurant there as well. So but yeah, that is pretty much the new updates there. So for the future, again, it kind of depends what we see for the new update, but I know for sure, and I think I'm going to stream this. So again, if you're not following on Twitch there, I stream Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time most of the time there, so do be sure you're following over there. But I think on stream, I'm going to go through and do a lot of little detail work that I've been kind of neglecting. One of the big ones is, you see I've done this retaining wall throughout the riverbed system here. Yeah, I did that, and I didn't do it anywhere else. So, and that's going to be, to put it frank, a pain in the ass to do, but it's going to make it look a lot better to do it all throughout here and everything like that. So I'll do that on stream. And then I also noticed, like I said, sometimes I just kind of walk around the park and just kind of, you know, listen, look around, see what's going on. I was noticing that I don't have really any area music. You go through and it is strangely quiet throughout everywhere. And a big thing with park, you know, you hear the roar of the B&M in the background and stuff, and that's awesome. But, you know, a big thing with parks, with all the senses and everything everything is sound, right? So I definitely want to go through, either use the in-game sounds, or a lot of times I'll go through and download copyright-free music to download and put into the game as well. And I like how he's entertaining, just the one guy, and he could care less about King Coaster right now. You need to care about King Coaster. He's a saint, sir. But yeah, I want to go back through and just start to really shore up areas that I haven't touched in a long time. Like I was telling on the stream, this area, I don't think I've built in this area for like almost a year and a half. So again, want to go through with all the things that I've kind of learned. You know, you naturally get better at the game, your design techniques change up or get improved upon. So I want to go back through, check the sounds, check flow, you know, just look over the park at things that I haven't touched in quite a while, and just maybe do some touch-up. So I don't know if we'll probably do an episode on that, just maybe a quick catch-up episode where we'll kind of talk about that stuff, but I don't know if I'll make an entire dedicated episode to like, look, we added speakers. Woo! So, but yeah, overall though, that's going to go ahead and do it for us here at Coal Creek Park. If this is your first time hanging out with us, don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button so you get more updates on Coal Creek Park and, you know, all the other fun stuff, Green Hill Zoo, Luna Wood, you name it. And yeah, like I mentioned, don't forget to hit the like button, everyone. It does help out the channel a lot, help out the videos, helps more people get eyeballs on Coal Creek Park and everything like that. So hey, as always, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate y'all as always. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the progress of Coal Creek. What do you think is going to go on with the next DLC there? I know I ask you that every time, but I'm always interested to hear what people are thinking. You know, different ideas people have for the next DLC or the next update there. So yeah, as always, thanks everybody. Y'all have a good one, and we'll see you in the next episode of Coal Creek Park. See ya.